Hi! So this is my eyeliner tutorial video. I didn't really know what I wanted to point out in this video, so that's kind of why I was kind of hesitant on making it, because I think for the most part on eyeliner especially, it's just you have to practice. Even if I give you kind of my own tips and tricks, it's kind of like you have to kind of figure out what suits your own eye shape. Like, it's a very personal thing, I think, for the most part, how you want your liner to look, how you do it to suit your eye shape, or what kind of eye shape that you're going for, yada yada yada, etc. So I'm just gonna show you my basic eyeliner. I usually use pencil, or I use pencil, liquid, and gel. I kind of fluctuate, but I usually always either use pencil or liquid lately. The liners that I have right here are what I use the most often, but I still have a few like little recommendations for whoever's like looking into getting into eyeliner. I also love the Artistry Signature Eyes Automatic Liquid Eyeliner in black, and I've used this for a really long time. My mom is like a seller of Artistry, so I can always get this super easily just from my mom. I don't have to like leave my house or anything, so I really like this. I've used it ever since I was in high school. I'm just gonna swatch it right here, and as you can see, that draws super well and it's super dark. Okay, so I just curled my lashes, put on mascara, and personally I like to do this before I put any liner on, just because if I do put any liner on before this, I curl my lashes pretty hard, or I don't know how to explain it, but when I curl my lashes after I put on liner, I just find that it erases a lot of the liner. So I've just learned that I like to do it this way. A lot of people were kind of shocked when I showed that I do it this way, but I just like to do it this way just because my liner comes off if I do it vice versa. So I have everything curled, mascara on. Usually I do a very light coat of mascara just to keep the curl, but I put on the whole shebang right now. I might even put on a little bit more. So yeah, I'm gonna start with my liner, and I'm just letting you know now, I have uneven eyelids. What happens is right here, like right at this part of my eye, kind of sags a little bit. So, and this eyelid in general is a lot bigger, and it has a lot of more points where it kind of droops over the lash line. You can see like my tight line just from when I'm looking, like only in the center right here of my lashes, but you can't see it right here or right here. So what I like to do to just even out my eye shape is I like to just put a little bit more liner here and a little bit here, and I also even wing it out just to make my eyes look a little bit more elongated. Since this eyelid, it droops down a lot right here, so I put a lot of liner right here. I'm gonna do my liner on this eye, and I'm just showing you right now. I'm not sure what most people do, but I kind of just like to sit my pen right on my lashes. So this is the lash base, so I'm just sitting it right here, and I'm gonna drag it inwards. And for anybody who doesn't have saggy lids like me, you want to keep this very thin, or you don't even have to go into the inner corner at all. And you also want to go like in between your lashes even, just so it looks a lot more seamless. So I'm just like being really close to my lash line. I mostly keep my liner pen sideways like this, and I'm just gonna continue sitting right on my lash line and running it back and forth. And I'm gonna do that for the outer portion as well. So this would be like a basic eyeliner, really thin, and as you can see, it's not the most flattering for my eye shape, but it's, for the most part, if you don't have like kind of weird saggy parts in your eyelid, you should be fine with this. And you want to go into your lashes and kind of get that in between your lashes really well. And as you can see, there's like a slight gap right here, and I just like to take the tip of my liner and go through my lashes. I don't know if I recommend this because I just have done this a lot, so I know that I won't stab my eye. But if you're not too sure, then I don't think I recommend this because I don't want you to stab your eye. Like for me, I like my liner to show, and right now my liner does not show. So like I said, right here I have to draw it a bit thicker, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna draw it until it shows up, and that's like the biggest tip for monolids. You just want to draw it until it shows up. So you can see it right now. I'm just gonna smooth out that bumpy part right here. So as you can see, there's a big difference. It just makes my eye look a lot rounder in the front from before. So I'm also gonna make it a little bit thicker in the back. For my wing, I also kind of hold it like slanted, and I like to draw my wing straight out, so that's just what I'm going to do. You can kind of experiment with the angle you want your wing to be, but I for the most part like it to be like straight like this, so that's how I'm just gonna draw it. Like for most people, they recommend that you kind of go like this and follow your lower lash line, and personally I can't because my like crease ends pretty far out here, so if I did that I would be like interfering right here and it wouldn't elongate my eyes as well. So I kind of just like to start the wing right here and kind of draw it outwards. And if doing your wing is a little bit hard for you, I suggest that you kind of map it out with eyeshadow, like a dark brown eyeshadow maybe, because then you could just like kind of erase it and get to the exact wing that you want, and then draw your liner on top of the eyeshadow. With the side of my brush, just like that. So I have my wing drawn out. I'm just gonna take my middle felt tip and kind of just lay it flat to the edge, right like that. So I'm gonna lay it flat against the tip of my wing. I'm gonna align that with the tip of my brush, and then I'm gonna drag it inwards. This is just what you would do for if you don't have like a saggy part in your lid like me, but I want to make this back part a little bit more rounder, so I'm just gonna draw my liner a little bit thicker right here. And what I like to do is like I draw my liner and then I look in the mirror and I draw a little bit more and then I look in the mirror, and I'm seeing right now that this shape, I don't know if you can see it through my lashes, but it's like straight when I look here, but when I'm looking with my eyes open, it's a little bit like not smooth. So I'm just gonna draw a little bit thicker right here where I'm seeing that problem, and it's fixed. I don't know if that made any difference to you. I find that the most important thing, especially for monolids, you just want to draw a little bit and then look and see if it shows up, or if you like the shape, draw a little bit and repeat. You just have to draw, look at yourself with your eyes opened, and then draw. Because as you can see, my liner it looks completely kind of weird when I have my eye closed like this, but when I have my eyes open, it looks, you know, the nice way that I want it to look. So it's just really important that you kind of repeat the steps of drawing a little bit and then opening your eyes and repeating that, just because that is the most helpful for people who have monolids. As I said before, this eye has a lot less sagging than it does on this eye, so I don't have to draw my liner as thick as I do for this eye. So again, I'm just gonna place my pen right on my lash, the base of my lashes, and I'm just gonna draw the line. And especially in this area, I don't have to draw my liner thick at all. As you can see, I'm drawing it a little bit thicker on here because when I open my eyes, you can't really see it. So I'm drawing it a little bit thicker in the inner corner, but I'm keeping it thin right here because you can see the liner already right here, but you can't see it in the inner corner. I had to kind of figure out a weird little shape that I wanted to do this because it sags like right here, but it gets like less right here. So this is why like kind of experimenting and playing with your eye shape is really important. Just knowing your eye shape is really important for when you're doing your eyeliner. Then I'm gonna go in the waterline. Tight lining is really important if your like tight line area shows. Because when I had monolids, mine didn't show, so I never tightlined. But if you do have monolids and your tight line shows, it's just really important that you fill in that tight line or your waterline. Again, since I have kind of lined the base, I'm just gonna start with my wing. You can hold it this way as well, or this way. I just like to hold it either way, a flat, like keep the pen flat against my skin. So I kind of do it differently just because it's easier to do it this way than it is, I mean, it's easier to do it this way than it is this way just because I'm a righty. Also filling in the gaps that I see, which is super important. I have to do my liner a bit thicker here. So if you have uneven eyelids like me, it's crucial that you keep looking with your eyes wide open like this and keep looking to see where you need to put more or less product. So I think I need to put more product right here and a little bit right here as well. I'm done with the liner. Trust me, this doesn't, I know it like looked really dry, but it's just because I don't usually spend that much time doing my liner, so I think it just dried out just because I had it open for so long. But this is like actually like a nice liner, it's just I had it open for too long, I think. I hope this was helpful and kind of clear, and I hope it helps you out. So yeah, let me know if you have any requests and I'll get to them as soon as I can, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!